Hello and welcome to Snack Decisions, the show where I help you make good snack decisions. On today's episode, we're doing a classic, and we're doing pairing it with something, an updated version of it, I guess, or a new take on it. I felt it was kind of almost disrespectful to do this one by itself, so I decided to pair it with something else similar to it. And yes, I am talking about Girl Scout Thin Mint cookies. Yeah, they're the biggest hit. They probably sell the most. I'm almost positive they sell the most of these every year during the Girl Scout cookie run. I try to get some every year. They're delicious, and I know that. That's why I felt bad. But I guess the Girl Scouts have finally decided to start selling the recipe or allowing other places to use the Thin Mint recipe and maybe even the other cookies, because I have Pop-Tart Thin Mint variety, which just came out this year. And I will get more into that a little bit later. These were originally home baked by the members, with the Mons volunteering as technical advisors. This began in 1917, 5 years after the Girl Scouts started. So the Girl Scouts started in 1912, for those of you math majors. The Mistletoe Troop in Muskogee, Oklahoma, baked the cookies and sold them in its high school cafeteria as a service project. So it originated in Oklahoma. In July of 1922, so only 5 years later, the American Girl magazine, which was published by the Girl Scouts, featured an article from Florence E. Neal, a local director from Chicago, Illinois, including a cookie recipe that set the cost of ingredients for 6 to 7 dozen cookies to be 26 to 36 cents. It was suggested you sell a dozen for 25 or 30 cents. I want to go back there, please. Please send me back. Girl Scouts do a throwback one year, 25, 30 cents for a dozen. Oh my God, I would go, oh, that'd be bad. During the 1930s, the cookies spread a lot until World War II. Obviously, there were food shortages and rationing going on, so they kind of stopped doing that and they started to switch selling calendars. By 1928, they came back, obviously, since the war ended, and 29 bakers were baking the license to bake the cookies. In 1951, the Girl Scout cookies came in 3 different varieties: a sandwich cookie, a shortbread cookie, and a chocolate mint. Yay, the Thin Mint that we're doing on this episode. 5 years later, they had a vanilla-filled cookie and a chocolate-filled one as well, along with the shortbread and the chocolate mint or Thin Mint. And they've just gone crazy since then. I will say the packaging has gotten smaller, but the price has gone up. So that's not good for the value portion, but they are still delicious. There are 2 current bakers that make them right now. There are only 2 bakers or bakeries or whatever you want to call them, that make the Girl Scout cookies now. It is either ABC Bakers or Little Brownie Bakers. Now, for the most part, they are basically the same. I know the s'mores cookie is getting axed this year. Those were drastically different because one was a sandwich cookie and the other one was a chocolate-covered one. As far as I know, the Thin Mints, there's like one that looks like it's chocolate-covered and the other one looks more wafer. The Little Brownie Bakers does the one that looks more chocolate-covered, and the ABC does the one that looks more like a chocolate wafer. Being in Illinois, we get Little Brownie Bakers. If you drive up to Wisconsin, and I've done this before for the s'mores, you get the ABC Bakers. So you can get both. You just have to, travel an hour, hour and a half to get up there and go buy some Girl Scout cookies. That one was a little bit more difficult to open than I remember. The box itself was easy to open. It obviously reseals. There are 2 columns of these cookies in here. The columns were a lot longer 5-10 years ago. Now it's very easy to full column of these. Per 4 cookies, it's 160 calories, so 40 calories per cookie. About $6 for the box. You're able to fold the inner packaging over and kind of reseal the box itself to keep these a little bit more fresh. It's easy to get into, despite my challenge with opening these. I'll give the packaging a 4 because they have the box. You can reclose it and reseal it, essentially, and keep it kind of fresh. God, it smells minty in here as soon as I open them. There's your cookie. Everybody probably knows what these look like. I know I always edit out my eating of these, so you don't have to hear it. I only ate two 2, I exercise restraint on this. I don't know what to tell you about Thin Mints that probably already hasn't been said. It's just the right amount of chocolate, just enough mint not to be overpowering. The mint kind of floats there. It's still in my mouth. It's 5 stars. I don't think you need me to tell you that. Yeah, outstanding, 5-star. I'll have them every day. For value, these were $6, and you can only get them from the Girl Scouts, but now again, they are expanding the Thin Mint brand to other areas, which we will get to shortly. At $6 for a box of these, this is a diminishing return thing, because I can definitely easily say 1, no problem. If you want more, it gets less and less. $6 for a box of these, 4-star value on pricing. I wish it would $5 because that makes it a lot easier. You can just 2 for $10, boom, done. They moved it up to 6, but you can buy them online. You can obviously use a credit card now, so it's not as bad as it was when you couldn't do that. And yes, for both of these, there are multiple ways to consume them. For the Thin Mints, I did not put them in the freezer. Maybe a later one, I will put them in the freezer. My wife loves that. I don't care. I just want to eat them as soon as possible. And now we will move on to the Girl Scout Thin Mint Pop-Tarts. This is a series of 2 that Pop-Tarts have released this year. Obviously, the Thin Mint, that's the one we're doing here. And they also did a coconut caramel Pop-Tart, which I believe is supposed to be the Samoa cookie. So let's get into this and see how it compares to the actual Thin Mint. Ooh. There were 8 in here. I thought there were 6. The box itself is easy to open. This is very similar to the Thin Mints. You open the box, you can reseal or close the box again. Each package of Pop-Tarts comes in a pack of 2. If you open it, you can leave the other one in there. Generally speaking, it's 2 for the toaster. Yes, and again, 2 ways to eat this. Maybe even a third. My wife suggested putting them in the freezer. I don't know. But yeah, you can eat these basically raw or straight, or you can put them in a toaster or heat them up in some convection oven of some sorts. I will be eating these straight without heating them up. Outer packaging was easy. Oh, inner packaging was much easier than the Thin Mint cookies themselves. So for packaging, yeah, I'll give it a 5. Generally speaking, you're probably going to be cooking 2 of these at a time, so you really won't have much left over from the package, and you can easily put it back into the box if you're not eating 2. It looks like a chocolate pastry crust with chocolate icing on top. And give it a little... Oop, we'll crack into it, see what it looks like on the inside. Chocolate on the inside. How about that? It's chocolate all the way down. Maybe I'm supposed to heat these up or something? I don't get much mint. It's a fine chocolate flavor. The icing on top is a little bit crunchy. Maybe that, again, melts when you heat them up. The inside is still maybe kind of gooey, but still a little bit hard. Obviously, if you heat it up, that would improve. But yeah, I don't get much mint, which is kind of weird, especially when compared to the actual Thin Mint. That being said, the Pop-Tart is perfectly fine to eat. No problems. It's very chocolatey. So I will give it a 3. If it had mint, you're talking 4 or 5. I don't taste much mint. For value on these, a pack goes for about $5 for 8 of them. That's not that bad, actually. That's almost on par with the Thin Mints over here. Given the fact that there's not much mintiness in it, $5 for one of these, maybe $4.50. If you can get them on deal, obviously the value price goes up there. For value, I'll give it a 4. You're getting 8 of them for like $5. Maybe if you're lucky, you're getting 8 for 4. 50 cents a tart, Pop-Tart. That's cool. I'm down for that. That's pretty awesome. But yeah, I wish it had more mint. Everything else about it's fine, but where's the mint? Where's the mint? Let's head on over to the snack bar. And on the snack bar today, we will be pairing the Thin Mint things with Heavy Riff's Love Gun, a vanilla cream ale. Heavy Riff is out of St. Louis, Missouri. They opened in 2013, so they're celebrating their 12th anniversary this year. This is one of their core regulars. It's year-round. On the podcast I do, ABV Chicago, we actually French-pressed Thin Mint cookies into an IPA. Or a double IPA? I think it was a double IPA. It tasted amazing. I was contemplating doing that for this episode, not necessarily French pressing it, but pairing it with it. But when I saw a vanilla cream ale, I was like, yeah, that's probably going to go really well together. Very clear, which it should be. It's a cream ale. Can see right through it. A little bit amount of head. Not too bad. Birthday cake frosting. It's not a ton of vanilla, but you get the essence of it, and it's there, and it's lovely. Oh, yeah. That's it. It smells like, yeah. Birthday cake frosting, vanilla frosting on it, yes. Maybe obviously a wafer note. But yeah, that vanilla cream ale, that vanilla is perfectly done. At least on this, the aroma is definitely more powerful than the flavor. That the vanilla aroma is just popping the whole time. Here it's more subtle. You do get the cream ale, obviously, so a nice little creaminess, maybe some vanilla coming out of that. But then the vanilla does add a little bit, but it's not overpowering. It's still very, very, very drinkable. It is only 5.7%, so it's not terribly high in ABV, so you can pound a few of these if you feel like it. As I keep drinking, I think more of the vanilla is coming out, maybe as it warms up. This was kind of cold when I opened it. As it is right now, I'll give it a 4. If the aroma matched the taste, it would probably be a 5, but right now, 4, solid. If you see this anywhere, definitely grab a 4-pack of it. Highly recommend it. Time to pair them. In terms of snacks and beer pairings, the thing I see most frequently are beers being paired with Girl Scout cookies, and there's a reason for that. This is amazing. If you actually eat the cookie and then put the beer in it, the mint kind of goes away, but it comes back in full force at the end. You do them separately where you eat the cookie and then have the beer. The mint stays more prominent until the beer hits. The beer is adding a little bit of a vanilla kick to it, so it's kind of making kind of like a mint chocolate birthday cake or mint chocolate cake with the vanilla topping on it. It is absolutely delicious. 5-star pairing for the Love Gun and the Thin Mints. Now I'm going to do it with the minty list thing, the Pop-Tart. I'm not going to lie, when pairing the Pop-Tart and the Love Gun, I get something like an essence of mint, where I get like a refreshing note in my mouth, but I don't get that, what I associate, that mint flavor with it. That being said, the chocolate, obviously it's chocolate and vanilla. They go together. The chocolate kind of dies down a little bit. It doesn't come back in full force at the end. And the vanilla is, again, a nice little constant throughout the whole thing. That pairing, I'll give it a 4 because it's missing the mint, obviously. So what did I learn? Well, the Pop-Tart Thin Mint does not have much mint. Now, I don't know. Maybe I'll come back and do another one where I have the Thin Mints frozen and the Pop-Tart cooked. Maybe that helps with the mint. I don't know. Maybe that'll be a revisitation later on. But as it is, obviously by Thin Mints. Oh, the Girl Scout Pop-Tarts. I don't know. If you're looking for mint, go someplace else. It's a fine chocolate Pop-Tart. Honestly, perfectly normal. Honestly, I have another Thin Mint flavored thing, a pretzel that I found at Costco. So that might be a Thin Mint challenge too. If I don't destroy the whole mini column before that happens. Hopefully you enjoyed this challenge. If you like this, subscribe, like, follow, send me an email, snackdecisions@gmail.com. Let me know what you want to hear. Let me know what you want to see. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Blue Sky. Probably on TikTok. I think I am. I posted some stuff to TikTok. Probably on Threads because it gets posted there because of Instagram. Just check it out. I'm getting better about posting, so that's good. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and make good snack decisions.